In this video, we're going to figure out how to convert a string to a double. And let's go ahead and just jump right into this. Again, I'm in the strings.playground project here. And I'm going to create a variable, and this variable's name is going to be double string. And I'm going to set the value equal to 3.9585. And now we can go ahead and figure out how to convert this into a double. We're going to write var double value from string is equal to, we're going to do double, and we're going to add two parentheses here. It's very important. We're going to say double string as ns string, and we're going to do dot double value. Wow, this is some crazy new syntax. So let's take a minute to talk about what's going on here. We're creating a new variable, and this variable's name is going to be double value from string. And we're going to first take a look at the inside, right? Remember with parentheses, the inner parentheses always evaluate first, and then the items in the outer parentheses evaluate. And then we look outside of the parentheses. So we're going to first take a look here. We have double string as ns string. What's going on here? Well, we're able to access this Objective-C type ns string, right? This is defined in Objective-C. And we're going to be able to define that our string is going to be an ns string here. We're specifying using this as keyword that we want it to be an ns string. Now, are Swift strings and ns strings the same thing? No, they're not exactly the same thing, but because these languages were both written by Apple, they've written a lot of overlap for us, and they're going to work the same way for the property we need. Right? So we're going to be able to use this as keyword in the future when we're not sure what a type is going to be, or we're going to want to help our computer program and help it figure out what type we actually want it to be here. We're going to specify that double string, we want it to be an ns string. So we can use this as keyword. We can't just throw as anywhere we want, but we're going to have plenty of examples to see as in the future. So hopefully you'll get a good idea of how to use this as keyword in the future. So here we're saying, okay, I want my double string to be an ns string. And the reason I want to do that is ns string has this really cool property called double value. And in fact, if we go ahead and remove this outer parenthesis here with the double, this will technically work. We see that 3.9585 is displaying. So we're able to access this double value from our ns string. But I like to be very explicit here, and some of you have pointed this out, that double here is a little redundant, but I actually, by using this double keyword here, which is actually the double class, we're going to be able to insert our double value that we're getting back from our ns string, which we've gotten from this Objective-C type. And I'm actually going to say, okay, make sure and convert this over to my Swift double here. So it's a little bit of an extra step here, but it's going to ensure that the double you're getting back is going to properly work the way you would expect Swift code to work. So I like to be very explicit. I don't want any potential bugs to come from this. It is a little bit of an extra step, but we're going to figure out later on that we're going to be able to use these keywords like double and int in order to create this these types in the future, or instances of this type. Now, what we're doing here is we're really kind of hacking this a little bit. We're going over to Objective-C, and then we're coming back, and it's not my favorite solution, right? I really wish Apple had just given us a double value that we could use on our string. Right now that doesn't exist. Maybe in the future Apple will write this nice functionality for us and they'll really help us out. But for right now, this is how we have to convert strings into doubles, and hopefully you were able to follow along. Now the final thing we want to do here is prove that we can actually update the double value from string the same way we did with our optional to int up here. So let's say double value from string is equal to double value from string, and let's just try adding a number with the decimal. We can add 3.85, and let's see if this prints out. So we're now able to add another Swift double to our current double here and update the value of double value from string.